Hello, my fair citizens of Sodium City. I never thought I would have to say this, but I'm no longer going to be streaming on Twitch. All right. Because fuck Twitch. And for the most part, I will also not be streaming on YouTube either. Going forward, I will most likely exclusively be streaming on the Kick platform. And the reason for that is because I want to do more of kind of like what was that? The people who watch the movies and do the commentary on it, the theater people, the 3K. I forgot what they're called. But you know what I'm talking about. I wanted to do that more, but I want to do it with anime because I like anime, as you could tell, because we got good old Laboon, the Straw Hat, and then of course all the other anime stuff, and then the wanted posters, all that good stuff. So with that being said, obviously I can't do any of that on Twitch. They'll fucking clap my booty cheeks if I try to watch any of that with anybody. YouTube is essentially the same exact thing. They'll clap my booty cheeks. But on Patreon, I can actually upload the videos there, and it's perfectly fine. The problem is with uploading anything to Patreon and doing it that way is that it is the very, 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 very worst thing that I really never, ever wanted to do. And that is that I unfortunately have to paywall that content. I have to. There's literally no reason, or there's no way for me not to. I have to. That is the reason. And it's all about copyright stuff. It's flat out, that's all it is. But we're going to be watching anime, reading manga, doing a bunch of stuff. That's what I'll be doing. That's content that I'm going to be doing over on like Kick, and then it will be uploaded to Patreon and all of that other good stuff. And then on YouTube, I'm actually going to be making a lot of videos as far as like comparing the anime to the manga, and the live action, if there was a live action version, and then going through all of that. There's a lot of people on YouTube that do like episode recaps to where they'll like cut it down to like 12 minutes or 5 minutes or 6 minutes or something, and then they'll like put like weird watermarks and all this other shit on the video, and it just looks like crap, and then they just cut out a bunch of the episodes and stuff, and I don't like that. I don't think you get the full experience of everything. So that's not something that I personally want to do. If there's like maybe one fight scene, I might do that, but the things are is I probably won't end up doing that. It'll be way more targeted towards just like talking about it. And that's why I have like this camera that actually like moves. I have a swivel for it, and I'll just stand in front of that wall that has all my anime stuff and the posters and things like that. But I'll be doing a lot of that. But the other thing that I am unable to do on both Twitch and YouTube is play music. So if I'm streaming or doing anything, I can't play any music. So because Twitch will clap me and YouTube will clap me, but Kick won't. If I'm playing games and there's just like music in the background for some chill stuff, and Patreon, I don't know if I'll be uploading any like gaming content or anything to Patreon. If I am doing like pure gaming stuff, I might multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube as well, if I don't have any music, but a lot of times I'll probably be having music in the background, just kind of like the good old days. when we started this back in Magic Arena, you know, when it was fun and we could just like rock out and just have fun. And it was kind of like that. But unfortunately, we are unable to do that now because of they're just like cracking down on a whole lot of shit. But one of the best things is that once I am on Patreon and Kick, I can actually play DDR on my fucking DDR machine, and I can stream DDR again. I can have Dance Dance Revolution parties if I want to invite people over, and we can actually do stuff with it. I can actually use this finally. Finally. Instead of it just being like a sign, essentially. Instead of it being a digital sign, I can legitimately use it, and then I'll be uploading all that stuff to Patreon as well. So, but the Patreon tiers, I think you're forced. I think the lowest tier has to be $3. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't set any of that stuff up. So that is something that I will be doing, and all the updates will be in the Discord, of course, as always. But so the majority of the content's all going to be on Patreon, as far as anything that could be claimed as not fair use or like copyright. So anything involving like Dance Dance Revolution or watching anime live. So we're going to be doing, you know, whatever anime, and I'll have multiple tiers. So if somebody wants to watch a specific anime, especially if it's like a new one from a new season, or a new season, like actual season, not like season 2 or season 3, but like winter or summer or something like that, like season. If it's from a new season, then, I might do higher tiers, and then they can recommend it, and then we'll watch that, something like that. But with those, I can also release videos more than like, it would be really easy content to throw out. So you could almost call it slop content, I guess, at that point. I think that's what they call it. It's just slop content, because it's relatively easy to edit if I even need to do much editing with it. There's maybe a little bit of stuff that I could do with it, but for the most part, it would just be like watching it, and then, the reactions and stuff of the crazy shit that happens in anime, because crazy weird shit happens in anime all the time. So that's where all that stuff is going to be. So if you are interested in anime and things like that, and if you want to watch play DDR, then Patreon is going to be that place. And again, it's going to be like $3 a month, but there should be a ton of anime on there. We're going to be doing One Piece for sure. I'll probably start that at the beginning, because I'm going to get some fucking converts. People say that One Piece is too long, so we're going to use One Pace instead of One Piece. So there'll be like 30% cut out. So it's going to be a lot of saved space for everybody. But I'm going to be comparing it to the manga as well as the live action. So we'll be watching like all that stuff. But then, of course, we could do like, Squid Games, because there's like new seasons of that coming out. And we could do essentially whatever we want. And we can do it all on Kick as well, which is really, really nice. And there is going to be a lot more bots available on Kick. So we can actually take control of it and get all the like bots that spam it, and we can get those banned. Streamer bots coming out with a lot more Kick functionality and Kick connectivity. So that's going to be amazing. YouTube live streaming is still kind of dog shit. But outside of that, Kick streaming will be fine. And then, maybe for holidays, I'll do something big for holidays. But streaming is definitely going to be kicked down a big notch, and the majority of the content will be on those things. However, you will still see a lot of YouTube content being posted on YouTube channels. The thing is that there's going to be a lot of different content, right? But it's going to be a lot of different kinds of content. And that's where things get annoying for you as a viewer. And I totally understand that, because there's a lot of people that don't want to watch certain things, because pretty much all of you have either left my channel because I don't play Magic Arena anymore, or I don't commentate on League of Legends games anymore, or other various reasons. But at this point, if I get off Twitch, because I'm not a terrorist supporter or anything like that, I can actually say stuff. So I can just sit here and say, basically, if you're only watching me for a video game, or you're only watching me for commentary on a game, then you're not actually watching me. You're watching a game, or you're watching a game. You're not watching me. So you're not a fan of me. You're a fan of the game and stuff like that. So I do obviously appreciate all the support that you've given me over the years, but if that's actually what you are into, if that's what you are as far as in the community, if that's all you wanted to be, was watch the game and stuff, and that's it, that's perfectly fine. But at this point, I will never go back to any Wizards of the Coast games, no matter what, unless they publicly apologize to all content creators. And again, it has to be a public apology, because they are still fucking them over. But regardless, and or they come out with a new client that can actually support 4-player Commander, and they transfer your card database from Arena to that new client. Because if they make a new client that can actually support Commander, and they don't transfer your cards, because legally they don't have to, and I've spent like thousands and thousands of dollars on Magic Arena for the cards, just to make the content like as soon as the new sets drop, I'll be even more pissed off. And they can shut down the servers and make it to where nobody can even play Magic Arena at all whatsoever. And so all your cards, all your skins, everything, anything that you purchased, whatever it may be, is just gone forever in the ether. So, but, people like Pirate Software, that dumb fuck, thinks it's completely acceptable for that to happen in this world. So, me, I don't think that is acceptable, but he does. But he's a developer, so, he knows more than I do. He worked at Blizzard, so he knows more than I do. But it's Sodium City, so if you're not salty, you don't want to be salty, or, you don't want to watch salty people. You don't want to watch me yell at people because if somebody's going to come into the channel and start talking some shit, like the other day when someone's coming in here being like, hey, if you're not playing Magic Arena, I'm not going to watch your stream. I'm going to fucking clap back at you, and I'm just going to talk shit, and I'm going to go overboard, because if you're going to come at me and you're going to hit me, I'm going to hit you back. Now, I'm not going to punch down. I'm going to punch back. So I'm not going to go after people, but if they come after me, I'm going to come after them way harder. All right. So keep that in mind. I'm no longer going to be a pussy ass bitch, but I basically had to be. I was forced to be because I was on the bitch platform. Twitch platform. Same thing. But Coomer Clancy, the Coomer Clancy Club, also known as the KKK, that whole thing is just not something that I want to be a part of or be around. They're not fixing anything. They're firing the people that are actually trying to fix stuff, and they're just really not doing anything. So fuck them all, and they're destroying revenue for everything. I get even less money from subs now. I get essentially no money from ads now, even if I run ads. I could run 15 minutes of ads and get like $3. View botting, people have admitted to openly view botting, and they're not getting banned either. They could spend $20,000 to view bot reruns, get ads shown to their stuff, and they don't get banned. Doesn't even matter. So they're just abusing the system. And then once the marketing people actually find out, which they will, because they are being made aware of all that stuff, no marketing people and no advertising agencies are going to go to Twitch. So Twitch is going to die, most likely, or they're going to have to drastically change how they moderate their stuff. So I may come back to Twitch, but as of now, I don't have any desire to be on Twitch just because of everything that is going on there. It's just not a desirable place for me to be on. There's no discovery, as to where YouTube has a lot of discovery. I can do a lot of stuff on there, but it does limit me, obviously, to a lot of copyright stuff, which is why I have to be on Kick and Patreon for that. So I'll do a lot of live stuff on Kick. The majority of my live stuff will be on Kick. The reason I have to do some of the stuff exclusively on Patreon is because companies will go and they'll just go to my channel and hard copyright strike it. And they can just nuke my channel, essentially. But with Patreon, they'll actually go to Patreon and Patreon will warn me to, and so I won't get just like a hard strike and they can't just straight up nuke my account, even if I'm just like re-uploading videos and stuff. They'll actually warn me to remove the videos beforehand. So that's actually nice. So even if I was blatantly breaking copyright or something, they would actually have your back. So it seems like Patreon is, a decent company. You can actually talk with people there. And it's the same with Kick, because Kick, the employees seem to actually care about the streamers for whatever reason. Twitch does not. YouTube doesn't really either. But then again, there's a bajillion YouTube creators, so I kind of understand. But that is the biggest announcement. The second biggest announcement I would say is that there will be no more Fucked Up Friday. Like 2 years ago, I gave up alcohol because I had, a few drinks. It wasn't a lot. It was just like 2 or 3 drinks. And then I ended up having a seizure on stream because it was agitating my epilepsy. So I just, went cold turkey on that. And then last year, 3 years ago, I dropped alcohol, cold turkey. And then 2 years ago, I was smoking hookah and I had a seizure. And tobacco was affecting my epilepsy. So I went cold turkey on that as well. And then Mango's whole situation happened at the the Beerio Kart event that Ludwig was having. So he's checking himself into rehab for the drinking. And it seems like a lot of people that are in our community here at Sodium City, especially on the Discord, especially the people that were and still are very active in the community, seem to be either cutting back a lot or completely going sober as well. And I want to support them in that journey and joining them in that journey. So, and I don't want to encourage them to make bad decisions, because those are decisions that they have already made. And overall, it's just better for the city as a whole, So I already did the whole presentation the other day, to where I took the last drags of all the cartridges I had and threw them in the trash can. And so I have zero, there's zero weed, there's nothing. So it's no alcohol, no tobacco, no weed. Everything's quit. 3 years in a row. Everything's cold turkey. It's gone. No more. Boom, boom. So if you're interested in any of that, obviously go to Kick, Strider Stone over at Kick. There's going to be links in the YouTube video down below if you're watching this on YouTube. So obviously check out every single link down there. And if actually, I'm just going to show you here. So every YouTube channel will essentially look like this, because there's going to be a lot of different kinds of content. There's going to be like anime content or gaming content. And I know not everyone's going to be into all the content. There'll be like drama content or react content or something, but it's going to be segmented into channels. Not everyone's interested in all that content. And so it'll be different. It'll be all separated here. And it's going to be in every channel I have. So you don't have to, you're like, okay, I'm only wanting the anime stuff. So that's why you only subscribe to the anime channel. Or if you want to do the anime and the gaming channel, you're subscribed to only the anime and the gaming channel. Or if you only want the drama stuff, then you only click the drama channel, and that type of thing. So it'll make it easier for you. So when you get notified of things, it'll do it that way. I'm going to redesign the Discord server so that when a new YouTube video comes out, it'll announce it. But if it's on a specific channel, you can have a role that it will only announce it and, notify you if you have that role for that particular type of video, so that you're made aware of when that video goes live. But that's pretty much it. I'm just going to be focusing on YouTube for a while. I got to get back to editing, learn how to do it, and then I'll just throw this video up because essentially what was happening is that if you look at like some of my old videos, this is what it looks like. It's like ineligible and it's like copyright. This is what everything looks like. But then if you go to like the newer stuff, I either have to turn monetization off, or you have to go to the video itself, and where you see copyright, you have to go to see details. And if you see if there's like a song or like a fraction of a song, or if I'm like this, I was playing Spotify in the background, I have to click take action and erase the song, or replace the song, or trim the segment, or I could dispute it. But usually you just have to erase the song. The thing is that once you erase the song, you can only do one at a time. So if there's like 50 different claims in the one stream, you have to wait like 10 hours every single time. You have to remove that one thing before that stream would even be eligible. And so you're waiting like 5 days until this one stream would even be eligible for any type of monetization. And nobody's going to watch like a 10-day-year-old VOD. Nobody's going to watch that shit. So it's just not worth it. And that's why everything is going to be on Patreon and Kick. That's where I'll be streaming exclusively, is going to be on Kick for the most part, unless it's pure gaming with nothing in the background. So it's going to go back to the old days where we're going to have like music in the background, we're going to be playing games, or we're going to be watching anime and stuff like that. But obviously when it comes to anime, we can't really pause it very much, if at all. So it's going to be continuous. I know I am the king of being the pause champion, but the Mystery Science Theater people have taught me that there are different ways to do it. And so I have to emulate them as close as possible. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing something kind of like the Mystery Science Theater 3000, whatever they're called. We're going to be doing something a lot like that. So, but yeah, that's it. So make sure to stay salty. And hopefully I'll see you over at Kick and the Patreon. Later.